everyone! Welcome to or back to the Study Break podcast.
Raw thoughts and real talk.
For teens by teens.
I'm Stella.
And I'm Shreya.
And today we will be talking about
going back to school, you know, the emotions and the thoughts that come with it. Because actually, school is starting in what, 5 days? 5 days from now?
What day is it today? The 8th?
8th?
Yeah, and we start on the 13th. So
that's really soon. I feel like the summer went by so fast.
The summer went by super quick. I feel like the older we're getting, the faster the years are going by. Like every single year I finish school and I'm like, that school year went super quick.
Exactly. And honestly, like, it's a kind of bittersweet feeling. You know, I'd say it's bitter in the sense that I just feel like I'm getting older and time is going by faster.
Like thinking this time next year we're going into DP.
That's really stressful.
Yeah.
But it's also sweet because it's like, you know, my life is moving along.
Yeah.
I'm getting older. I'm getting to enjoy more stuff, things like that. So yeah, I don't know.
So,
how are you feeling about this back to school season?
I was gonna ask you the same thing. What are we looking forward to? I'm honestly excited to just like get a move on things. Honestly, like I feel like getting back to like my routines, getting back to because I'm a person who really likes the routine. Actually, like I like waking up, going to school, coming back, doing homework, like having that kind of set out for me. Yeah, a system and routine. So I'm excited to get back into like my regular life in a sense. Yeah. Even though summer has been amazing.
For sure.
I've had a lot of time to
Island girl.
But what are you most looking forward to going back to school?
I would say, you know, just reconnecting with people. I feel like over the summer, because I was traveling and people are very busy, like travel dates don't add up. I wasn't really able to meet all my friends or like reconnect with people. So I'm looking forward to just seeing everyone again. Yeah. And another thing which I feel like it's kind of weird to say, but I'm looking forward to the bus ride to school. And I'll explain why.
You do love your bus rides.
I do love my bus rides because it's like a good maybe 40 minutes of just like, well, it's definitely not pure silence. Shout out to the kids on my bus. It's definitely not pure silence, but you know, I like having my AirPods in, being able to close my eyes, think about what I'm gonna be doing in the day or like what I did the last day. It's just kind of like a time for me to like low-key reflect or doom scroll on Instagram. I can't lie. Or definitely take naps. My naps on the bus to school, they hit so hard. It's true. They're so nice. So that's kind of like niche, but I definitely would say that I'm looking forward to that.
I take the city bus to school, so like the trip to school isn't exactly the same for me. Yeah. So I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to that.
I get that.
But on that note, what are you not looking forward to going back to school?
A lot. I think one of the biggest things that I'm dreading is just, you know, the whole thing of like the academic stress. Yeah. I feel like especially because we're going into the 10th grade, the Big 10.
The big 1-0.
Like we are going to have to deal with a lot more work.
Yes.
Or at least that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Obviously, even going into high school or like, you know, secondary school, when I was from grade 6 to grade 7, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get so much work. Yeah. And then in grade 7, I was low-key like, just like
not doing
being
anything.
idle. Yeah. But still, I do think with, you know, P2 coming around and just the workloads for everything increasing, I am definitely not looking forward to that. Yeah. What about you? What are you not looking forward to?
Honestly, pretty much the same. Like, this is our last year before we go into DP, so there is a lot of like prep for DP that's happening, like choosing our DP classes, having our P2 project and stuff. So it's a lot of just like that stress, and also for me having to pick my DP classes like more than a year before I even go into DP is kind of stressful. Like, it's a really big commitment to make before you even get to that point. Exactly. And the workload is just going to be a lot this year. Like, for me personally, there's a lot going on. The musical, P2, rock bands, choir,
you know,
DP classes.
What's one more thing that I'm not like really happy about?
Please share.
Our classes came out, guys, and we're not in the same class.
Let's take a second.
Let's just take a moment of silence for our friendship. Okay, so yeah, like that's one thing that I think we just have to learn to wrap our heads around. Yeah. It's not in our control. It's not our decision who we get to be in a class with. It really sucks that we're not in the same class because obviously like we get through this stuff together. But oh no.
Is it still going?
It's still
okay. Wait, guys. Low battery warning. Let me just. Okay.
Okay. What should we do?
Honestly, just keep this in.
Okay, let's just you know going. What? For our Spotify listeners, my phone just got a low battery warning. Sorry about that. Let's just pick up where we left off. I think it's just I'm not looking forward to going back to school just because I'll make new friends and the people in my class are really sweet, like from just like, face. But I just obviously wish that I had my best friend with me. And but it's kind of a nice challenge to try and deal with a year without each other.
And I mean, honestly, you can't get everything you want in life.
Exactly.
And we have been in the same class for like 2 years in a row, 8th and 9th grade, in like the same main class.
Yeah.
So it's always good to meet new people and make new friends. I have like a good amount of people that I'm a bit close with in my class, so it might be a bit easier for me. But it's always a good challenge to put yourself out there.
But it's definitely not easy, guys.
It's not easy.
Take it from us. I mean, to be honest, I would say that neither of us really ever had a problem with making friends.
No.
Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that I've ever been in a situation where I have not come out with friends. But that's just because, I love talking. I can talk my bum off. Sorry, had to.
Sorry, let's keep it PG.
Let's keep it PG, yeah. So, tips for some people who are not very good at making friends. Do you have any?
Honestly, just like don't hide who you are, because a lot of people feel like if they're their real self that like someone won't like them or like they're not someone's person. But honestly, you'll find the people who appreciate you for who you are. Exactly. Like, look at us. I never hide my real self from her.
Neither do I.
And like when you meet the person who you can like really be yourself around and you don't feel like physically drained after hanging out with, that's when you found the one.
Exactly.
And honestly, like
it's really hard to find that person.
It is.
It's not easy.
Like, this is not like a guide on how to, like, it's not gonna be perfect every time. Like, you're gonna meet people who don't work for you and stuff.
Exactly. And we live and we learn. We're all growing right now. We mentioned this in the last episode as well when we touched on friendships.
Yes.
But I would say a tip from me on how to make friends is honestly just squash all of the like self-doubt, especially if you're in a class for the first time or if it's like your first day. Literally everybody is just as nervous as you, I would say. I don't think anybody's walking into school on August 13th, well, for us, August 13th, thinking, oh, I'm so excited, this is gonna be the best year ever. Like, everyone has nerves, everyone has doubts.
Ooh. No connection.
Yeah, so honestly, just don't get into your own head, because if you end up doing that, then you're never going to be able to make friends. Like, when I first came to Singapore, not first, when I returned back to Singapore, the most recent time, I returned in grade 5, and I remember on the first day of school, me and one of my closest friends right now, we met because she was not afraid to come up to me and this other girl and ask, can I join you guys?
Yeah.
Like, she just put herself out there, We love a girl who takes risks.
Yes.
Clock that. So, like, honestly, it was really, that's just like the way you do it, You just try, and if anybody judges you or doesn't involve you, then clearly they're not the kind of people that you want to be friends with. Then you know not
to befriend them.
Exactly.
Just move on.
And also, if you are feeling like, oh, I'm never going to be able to make any friends in my classes, genuinely, I don't think that it's that deep either. You know what I mean?
Honestly, yeah. Like, the best like case scenario is that you find a friend that can like really lock in with you and can like really study well with you. But if not, honestly, lock in to your brain. Lock in with yourself.
Yeah, like, that's my point. My point is, like, you don't really need to be surrounded by your friends all the time. You do not need to be in a constant friend group or like even having one friend. It's not, obviously, that's the best case. I think it's raining again, guys. But anyways, that's like the best case scenario. But like, you don't need friends. We've said this, I think, in every episode, because it's just so important. You need to be able to be comfortable with yourself, believe in yourself. If you're looking at your classes this year and you're like, oh my god, I have no friends,
what am I gonna do?
Don't worry about it.
Don't panic. And also, you will have a lot of time to see your friends outside of school. Thank you.
And like touching on that, what is our way to see each other outside of school? Me and Sel, I think since grade 8,
like when we first started getting close, we kind of made it a routine to go to Wingstop.
Yes.
This may just be because we love food. It may just be an excuse to eat Wingstop.
But every Friday we would go. Not every Friday, because we can't afford that.
And also we would. Yeah.
But if you know, you know.
So since then we've kind of made a routine to go on every first and last day of school. Go to Wingstop, just cover on how stuff has been.
Yeah. And kind of a reflection moment. Yes.
Also, if we feel like our lives are getting crazy hectic, then I'm like, can we schedule a Wingstop link up? Because like I need a second to just talk about my feelings.
Exactly. And our Wingstop is not just Wingstop. We go get Wingstop and we like debrief everything, and then over ice cream we like we get ice cream right after. And we don't even wait. You know,
we're both like, oh, we're so full.
Ice cream. And we get it every single time. Yeah. No. So I think it's really important to be able to schedule those kind of meetings with your friends. Obviously, you don't have to get food. You don't have to really do anything. You can just sit
enjoy
each other's company. That's like one thing that me and Stella have vowed to each other, because this year, you know, we are both kind of busy. I think Stella's like, your schedule is jam-packed.
I know.
So we just kind of promised each other that we would always make time for each other, you know, don't let the relationship kind of like dim.
We're acting like we're in like a long distance relationship and we need to like FaceTime each other every day.
No, I mean
well, honestly, like I think having each other is like one of our like biggest relationships in our life.
I think like, so too.
Honestly, if you ever just like get a close friend, you really need to like prioritize.
I fully agree.
Yeah, and also not just outside of school, but in school. Think about the times you can see each other in school. We've literally thought about it. We went through our classes. I was like, I have art at this time. I have math. Oh, so we can link up when we walk to this class because we're going in the same direction.
Exactly.
We're on the same floor.
We have fully linked can we just agree that we fully linked our schedules up to be like that?
And we've done this like a few years in a row.
Exactly. Actually. And then on top of that, we also meet during like snack and lunchtime in the same place.
So eat lunch together, break time together. Exactly. With a very small amount of exceptions. Spend smart time together most of the time.
Smart time for unless we have something going like, on. It's just kind of like recess time basically.
Yeah.
Anything else on that?
I don't even know what the main topic was. What we were talking about. We've just kind of gone off on a tangent.
Okay. Well, speaking of your busy schedule, how do you handle that? How do you plan to do that?
So a big part of my busy schedule this year is going to be musicals, because I did get the lead in the school musical. Yay! So it's very fun, very exciting. It's my first year having a lead, so I'm obviously super excited. Yes. But with that comes a lot of responsibility and with
great power comes great responsibility. Spider-Man. If you like Spider-Man, I got you, bro.
But so a big part of that. Oh, you
guys, sorry. I just reached my hand out so she could pass me the water, and she held my hand instead.
Because we've been holding hands a lot this episode.
That was cute. Anyways, yes, continue.
So I will be having rehearsals 3 times a week, Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, for about like an hour and a half. And then after that, it'll become 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then Saturday rehearsals as well. So it's a really big commitment.
Yes.
And also on Wednesdays, I have vocal lessons and...
Yeah. So you have a busy schedule,
a lot going on. So,
how are you handling that?
A big thing is just prioritizing your time. So any time that I'm not needed during rehearsal, I will spend doing work, which I've done the past few years during rehearsals as well. But also making sure that you're sleeping on time, staying hydrated. Like some of my biggest goals this year have been to get like at least 7-8 hours of sleep every night.
That's great.
Also get to know your body, because only up until this year is when I started needing like only 8 hours to kind of like fully function. But like past years I've needed like 9-10 to like get through a day. So just like kind of figure out your body, figure out what your body needs. Because you cannot be fully productive if you do not have like good sleep schedule, like eating good foods, drinking a lot of water. Like honestly,
just take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. And like if you notice yourself like absolutely going insane with how much you have going on, just like take a second to like
and honestly, especially because this podcast is for teens, you're probably our age. But honestly, this applies to anyone. If you ever feel like your plate is too full, I don't think that you're genuinely going to be reprimanded for just, taking a second for yourself. Like, honestly, I think a teacher would rather that you talk to them and be like, hey, like,
Yes.
there's so much going on in my life right now. Could I please just like take a second?
Take some stuff
Rather
off
than
your plate.
exactly, rather than like submitting stuff, but it's not up to
Yeah.
par, or like it's not up to their standards.
And that
right?
is something I'm doing as well. I will only be joining choir and possibly rock bands in the second semester once the musical is over, because choir will take up a lot of my smart times I might want to use to do homework or any other work, and rock bands as well will take up a lot of smart times.
So just know what to
So-
prioritize and all
Yeah.
that stuff. But I think one thing I would say for handling a busy schedule is just honestly, as we said, like make time for yourself, but then also like block up your time. Having a good schedule, having
Yeah.
a good routine, like we mentioned in the beginning, is so important, especially to stay sane.
Yes.
If you have like a strict structure, well, it doesn't have to be strict, but if you have a structure of
Yeah.
what you're doing in a day or what you're doing in a week, like if you have that all written out, like Stella has a calendar which she has all of her dates
I
written
love
out.
my calendar.
Yeah, that really helps. And it also just helps you make plans because people know when you're free, when you're not free.
Yeah.
And it helps your parents understand what you are going
Yeah.
through better as well.
Like
So-
my auntie, she told me that she looks at my calendar every day. Like, so
Yeah.
she knows when I'm home
That's
and everything.
cute, right?
Like,
So
it's not
that's
just
not
me that looks
necessary.
at it. It's like my whole family at this point.
Yeah.
But also a big thing is don't procrastinate.
Yes.
I'm a huge procrastinator and I've
Same.
been getting over that habit like throughout the years.
Yeah.
But it is a really hard thing. I think like my biggest tip is just to do a bit of schoolwork every day.
Yeah.
Even if you feel like, oh, that assignment's like weeks away, just start.
Mm.
Just start.
But I also do genuinely think that it's very much easier said than done.
It
You
is
know,
so much easier.
Like
said
we
than
can
done.
tell you don't procrastinate, but at the end of the day, I feel like we've all had those moments where we're
know.
just like low-key doom scrolling and
I know.
we know that we have to do something, but we just don't want to.
Yeah, but then you get more stressed about not doing it.
Exactly.
But doing it stresses you out, but then not doing it stresses
Yeah,
you
like
out.
a
and then
personal
it's
little
like-
anecdote
Yeah.
from you actually. I remember you telling me, "Oh, I need to memorize my lines, but
yeah,
I there's so much to do. I don't know where to start.
yeah.
But the more that I stop doing it, like the less
I get
time
more
that I
stressed
have.
out. Yeah.
So it's a very much you're going in a loop, and I think we
Yeah.
can all take this advice, especially me, to just literally the moment nothing can go wrong from you starting.
Yeah.
Nothing can go wrong from you doing one page, right?
Yeah, just start.
Just start.
Also, again, like coming back to it, I have been trying to do just like a bit of work every day, maybe like an hour, even 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Just something to kind of keep your brain moving, because honestly, you do one day without work and then another day comes and another day comes and
Yeah,
another day comes.
exactly.
And then you're just like,
And taking a rest day is totally normal.
yes.
Just make sure that you pick yourself back up where you left it. Right?
yeah.
Okay. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, mentioning all the anxiety that comes with having a busy workload, is also anxiety when it comes to having the first day of school.
Yes.
First
first day nerves.
self-consciousness, all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Do you have anything to say on that?
Literally every single year before the first day of school, I've had like a mini breakdown. Like I never do well on the first day of school.
Yeah,
It's just a lot of like stress going on, a lot of things on my mind, like meeting new teachers, new kids who are coming to school, having to hop back into that routine after summer. And so it's honestly just remembering that everyone around you feels the exact same way.
Yeah, you're definitely not alone.
And like just be yourself. Again, I keep coming back to kind of the same stuff, but just like I feel like there's a lot of what's the word? A lot
Pressure?
of a lot of pressure to be like become like this summer glow up, become a new person over the summer. But I feel like that's really unrealistic. Like
Yes.
some of us just don't change over the summer.
Yeah.
Some of us just like
Grow.
just like become who we are. And I don't think you should try to change yourself because of other people around you. And I think that's a big thing that comes with first day nerves.
Yes.
Like,
Oh, which personality am I gonna pick?
yeah,
Things
exactly.
that.
Like she looks different since I saw her last, or he looks
it's
like
not
he's
that
gotten
deep.
much taller, and like
Yeah.
like it's small things like that, but it's a new start.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be a totally different person, a totally different personality, look, everything than when you last saw those people.
Yeah. One thing that I would say with dealing with anxiety, for the first day of school is literally just talk it out. You know, if you have a friend, your parents, literally anybody, just talk through what you're worried about. You know, it doesn't really have to be like a licensed therapist. It doesn't have to be. But just talking through your feelings and your emotions can really help. I think that's definitely something that I need to do, which we will probably do,
and we have
done that very much, you know, maybe over food, but maybe that's just because I'm hungry
almost
right now.
always
over food. Yeah.
Wingstop.
But just, you know, just talking it out, deciding, like, really, you know, focusing on what is actually bothering you and tackling those kind of things, that really helps, I would say. And honestly, again, just get in touch with yourself, with your body, feel comfortable, confident. Like, my mom always tells me to, okay, wait, it's like, I'm a strong, confident woman. If you've watched Friends, Chandler Bing, to get over his addiction to cigarettes, he falls asleep listening to a woman, like, it's like for women to get rid of like your addiction to cigarettes, but then like listening to it, he convinced himself that he was like a woman or something along those lines. I don't know, because he was listening constantly to I'm a strong, confident woman, something like that. Anyways, yeah, so just, you know, repeat things to yourself. It sounds silly, but it truly works. You know, your brain doesn't know the difference between a fake or a real smile. So, did you know that? Dopamine releases from either way. Yeah. Shout out to Mama and Baba for that piece of information.
Thanks, Sharma fam. But I think what really helps me to stay organized is packing my bag the night before.
Oh yeah.
And having everything ready. Set out your school uniform or your clothes wherever you are and get your bag packed. So what are some like main things that you're putting in your bag this year? Some necessities that you have to have.
Obviously school books. Okay, that's kind of boring. Let's just talk let's talk pencil case, emergency kit, things like that. Okay. I'm gonna start with like the basic topics. I would say, like, you know, an umbrella. Yes. Laptop.
Especially in Singapore. Always have an umbrella or a poncho or some form of anything, because rain can come out of nowhere.
Yes, and especially near our school, it gets really wet.
And really, like, hectic when everyone's leaving the school and stuff. It's super busy. Just have an umbrella. I bought a really compact one recently that can be, like, zipped up into a little compact. Yeah, we talked about this earlier, how much she likes the word compact.
Yeah. Okay, so umbrella, computer, you know, all those basics.
Charge your computer the night before.
Definitely charge all of your stuff the night before.
Yeah, AirPods, phone.
That's what I was gonna
AirPods,
say.
phone, laptop,
wallet.
keep it all
you
charged.
Don't need to charge your wallet, but bring your wallet. One thing I feel like I forget every year is on the first day I forget to bring my school card, like to buy food with.
Remember your school card.
Yeah.
If you want to eat lunch.
Yeah. I feel like your cat has been in here because like I'm like sniffling a little bit. Are you feeling a bit? Yeah, a little bit. But
allergenic.
Yeah.
I like that word.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, so I think for girls, this is for specifically for girls, I'd say, we need emergency kits.
Yes.
What I mean by that is, you know, like the good period supplies, like painkillers, pads, tampons, whatever you use. But then on top of that, I'd say bring an extra pair of underwear. I think that really helps, especially if your period attacks you out of nowhere in school. It happens way too often. Happens to the best of us, honestly. Yeah. Like hair ties in there, keep some deodorant. Well, okay, that's just for girls. Now for everybody.
Everyone keep deodorant
in your bag. Honestly, if you're a boy, if you're a girl, if you're anything, keep deodorant in your bag. And I mean, especially because in our school we have physical education, PE.
It gets hot. Okay, Singapore's a hot country.
It's very humid. You're under
the blazing sun, like for a good 80 minutes.
Yes.
Bring deodorant. Please You're gonna get hot.
And then this one is kind of optional, I would say. Deodorant is not optional, guys.
Deodorant's not optional.
If you don't have one right now,
apply deodorant in the morning, then apply it after PE or throughout the day if you're noticing you're a bit stanky.
Yes, just do everyone around you a favor. What else? So I would also say bring like a perfume cologne-ish thing.
Yeah.
But that's honestly just extra protection.
Yeah. Extra protection.
And honestly, I would say
protection of like everyone
around
noses.
you. It's not even about you. It's just about the people around you. Just be considerate, be compassionate. I feel like that's one thing I'm also not looking forward to. The smell of school sometimes. Okay, you know what? Let's just so perfume or cologne, that's also really nice. Hair ties are good too, especially for us because in science we have to have our hair tied if you have long hair. What else do you keep in your emergency kit?
Always bring a hairbrush with me.
Yeah, same.
I think that's important for girls, especially with like longer hair. Our hair can get like crazy tangled. Maybe that's just a me thing, but I feel like a lot of girls bring hairbrushes. Yeah. This might be a bit extra. I always have an eyelash curler on me.
Valid.
Maybe it's a bit extra, but I like my lashes looking good. What can I say?
I would also say lip balm.
Lip balm's so important.
Yes.
My lips get dry way more often than I want them to.
Yeah.
We are like Vaseline cocoa butter stans.
Yes.
We
ride or die, honestly.
Vaseline cocoa butter. It's like a little brown label or tin of Vaseline, and it's super good. So get that if you're looking for a good one. What else?
My God. One thing that I've actually been that I started telling girls last year is that I always keep an extra pair of earrings in my bag.
Ooh.
For me, I don't need to worry about that anymore because I just keep one pair in. But I know a lot of girls put their earrings on in the morning and then they forget to bring them sometimes. And I feel like earrings just kind of complete the whole look, especially because we have school uniform. If you want to, I would recommend putting just a small pair of studs in your bag or just something like that. I'm trying to think of what
hand sanitizer.
Oh yes, I don't think that should be optional.
The school is really nasty. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like you know how many people touch all these surfaces.
Yeah,
like, that might just be like a crazy thing that I think about all the time.
No, but it's so true.
Handrails,
everything,
door handles,
even like the seats in class, everything that you're touching, tables.
Like everything's kind of nasty.
Yeah.
So always have some hand sanitizer on you. I feel like
yes,
before you eat.
Yeah.
Just don't get sick, guys.
Yeah, because sickness travels
especially
so
like in high school. You don't want to be missing days because you like
it's hard to
learn
catch
important
it's
stuff
hard to
every
catch
day.
Up. Yeah. What else do you have? Anything else in your bag? I'm trying to think. I have like hand lotion, but that's very unnecessary. That's not necessary. I think that's pretty much it. Right? Always keep a little bit of cash on you in a place which people don't know about, like maybe $5, $2, especially if you take MRT or bus, just to top up your bus card with in case of anything.
Bring
outside of your wallet.
Bring your transport cards, all your stuff to get to and from school. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And remember all your books. I'm making sure I remember my script. Yeah, and I bought a notebook for P2. So I need to remember that. But otherwise, we get most of our books on the first few days.
Yes. Okay. Other than that, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Ooh.
So, I feel like over years, people change, as we mentioned in our previous video. If you haven't watched that, go watch it now after this one. About relationships, friendships, things like that. I know you can talk more about this because I don't know if you've been in this situation before, but I feel like you can relate. What would you say to anyone who is in a class with an ex-boyfriend?
Ooh. It's a sticky situation.
Right?
It might be a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Never personally happened to me, but I do understand that like awkwardness of when you first see them back at school. It's like a very scary situation, but honestly, like you have to remember there's a reason you guys like aren't together anymore.
Exactly.
So just focus on yourself. I feel like there's a lot of like pressure after you break up with someone to like look better and like act better, to like impress
show them
them
that you don't care.
Like you don't have all this now.
Yeah. Can you do that again?
No.
You don't have all this now.
Like show them what they like
are
missed out on. Yeah. So, but honestly, just be yourself. I feel like there's
not that deep.
Honestly, I don't think there's a big reason to have to impress someone after it's over. But I don't know. I feel like you should just kind of ignore that person. But there is going to be those situations where you like end up having to do group work with them. And at that point, you just need to be the more mature person and realize that like you can do school with someone, like be professional about it.
Cordial.
Yes. And you don't have to like...
You don't have to do too much.
Yeah.
Don't
just
do
like
too much.
Be a good person though.
Yeah.
Like don't be like not a good person. Just
bro, what are you
still
saying?
keep like
professionality.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
be nice.
I think the same thing applies for friends. If you had a friendship breakup, or you know you're just not really close to people.
Sorry, I was like talking. Sliding down. Could you not see how low I was?
May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, like if you and a friend are like not really close anymore, or something happened and they're in your class, honestly, new year, new you.
Be mature. Be the bigger, better person.
Exactly.
If they're not being mature about it, just know that like you got this.
Yeah. It's not that serious. Never let that affect your class or like your love for a subject, things like that. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I think the most important thing to remember going back to school is just that everybody's learning, everybody's growing, everybody's changing, including you, and you need to give other people, but especially yourself, space and time to do so.
Yes.
Right? I think that's pretty valid.
I fully agree.
Yeah. Like one big thing is to just focus on what you want to learn, what you want to do, your goals, your hobbies, because I know this is not really like a great thing to hear, but 5 years from now, I don't think that we're going to really remember these he said, she said kind of business. You know, the people that hurt you are not going to be important to you anymore.
You might not remember your ex-boyfriend from 7th, 8th grade.
Exactly. By the time you're like 30, 20, I would say even like 18, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, it's gonna be
not that
past
serious.
News.
So just take everything that happens to you with a grain of salt. Obviously, as we mentioned previously, do not let anybody walk over you. You are obviously and always entitled to your own opinion and to do whatever you want to do. But that doesn't that shouldn't be a motivating factor for you to be a bad person to anybody.
Be kind to everyone around you, even if you feel like they're not the best person or you have some past with them. Like that should never stop you from being nice.
Exactly.
You don't have to be lovey-dovey, amazing, like sunshine, rainbows, I love you so much, but you can still keep like a standard level of just
be acquaintances.
Politeness.
Honestly, I feel like if everybody had that way of thinking, school would be so much easier because there wouldn't be anything like, oh, like I did this one thing like 3 years ago and this person is
and
still
now I'm
mad
holding
at
a grudge
me.
about it. Yeah.
Don't
like, hold grudges.
Yeah. Also take that with a grain of salt.
Take everything we say with a grain of salt.
We are definitely, let's just make a little disclaimer here, guys. We are not professional.
No.
We are just two teenage girls.
If you don't want to take our opinion,
just honestly
move on.
move on from the things that we're saying. Obviously, we're not trying to give any licensed advice.
We just share based on what we know and what we've experienced.
And the advice that we have heard from parents, friends, you know.
All the wisdom that has been
we are
passed
passing
down.
it on to you.
Oh my god, we've gotten it past an hour.
That's cute.
Should we put wisdom right there at our hand?
Wisdom. Editing Shreya. Wisdom. Is there anything else that you would like to say?
Oh my god, low battery.
Shit.
Oh no. Wait. Okay. So Shreya's phone is at 10% now. So is there any other topics that we want to cover before we
one last thing, guys. Just make the most of this year. Yes. We should all be very grateful for the opportunities that we've been given to be able to study. Yes. Many people do not have the same opportunities as us. And honestly, just live your life, bro. We're teenagers. It's time to be you.
Balance. I'm bringing back my favorite word. Yes. Balance. Keep your schoolwork, passions, hobbies, friends, lifestyle, family. Wingstop.
I like how you ended that on Wingstop.
Keep it all super balanced. So my schoolwork and Wingstop time will be equivalent.
Perfect.
I hope.
I don't think schoolwork and Wingstop should be okay.
But just keep a good balance.
Yes.
Don't prioritize one thing over the other. Like,
Just prioritize yourself, guys.
Yes.
Okay, that was really great, but my phone is actually about to die.
It's about to die.
So
and I
thank
think
you so much for so sorry. No, please go ahead.
We've covered, I think, a lot of good topics on this.
Why are you laughing?
She's touching my toes with her toes.
Guys.
Yes, you are. Don't even deny
it.
Okay. I think we've discussed some really important topics.
Yes,
I think there's a lot to consider going back to school. A lot of emotions, a lot of processes. But you got this.
You got this.
And balance.
We got this.
We got this.
Remember, guys, we are uploading. We don't have an uploading schedule, but we are.
We try to upload.
We are going to try to upload around. Can you let me? Sorry. We are going to try to stay consistent in our uploading schedule. Yes. But as we have previously mentioned, our days are going to be busy. We will still be consistent, at least 3 episodes a month, we're hoping, or around 3 episodes a month, but we will see about that. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. We really appreciate you guys being here.
Make sure to follow us on all of our platforms. We have Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, email if you want to reach out to us.
Yes.
So we'll put that on the descriptions.
Yes.
But for now, bye-bye.